Whenever you're ready. 3, 2.
Hi, SOTY family!
Welcome to the SOTY Show. Short and sweet, kind of, I don't know.
Yep. Welcome to another podcast.
I want a compliment for my jingle, please.
I'm tired of talking about the jingle every single time.
If you just keep it that short, I think we're golden.
Yeah.
I'm tired of not getting complimented for my
You
jingles.
don't need to mention it every single time.
That's not going to happen until I get complimented every time.
That was a great jingle. Thank you guys for joining us for another podcast.
We got some big plans today, guys.
We do?
We've got a bit of a fight going on.
Oh, yeah. I'm supposed to be mad.
We're going to settle this.
We're going to settle
I'm supposed
it?
to be mad over something that's been going on for weeks now, so.
Steve ruined my yard. My house.
My life.
My life.
Wow. This really escalated quickly. I thought it was just, a little mistake.
I thought that's where you're going with it. It felt like it went
Jared
perfect.
had the life part. That wasn't me.
I ruined your life with this?
No. Steve did kind of ruin our front landscaping. The landscaping that everybody sees when they drive by our house.
Yeah, but
What?
it's gonna be better.
He ruined it.
It's gonna be. Sometimes you have to burn things down to make them better. Isn't that what we just watched on The Walking Dead?
Wait, you guys still watch The Walking Dead?
The new one.
There's a new one. We've been watching the new one. Okay.
You guys
But
are
I
old.
don't agree with that because I've yet to see it be better.
But you can picture it, right? Putting green, 2 bunkers.
So,
me
Steve,
putting with the kids out in there.
let's do a little bit of a backstory. So I mentioned, Steve had wanted to do, I think, a putting green. He was joking always about turning some part of our yard into a putting green and stuff like that, and likes to pretend to swing golf clubs all day long.
I don't even know how to react to what was that you did.
Well, I'm not standing there doing what you do. But no, he is a golfer.
I like the quotations.
What is happening?
I mean, that's your hobby is golf.
Continue,
And
I guess.
He wanted to put a putting green, I think, in the house area, the yard. Or we were joking about it or talking about it, and I mentioned you should just do this front yard piece, and it was probably the worst suggestion ever.
Was it a joke at first? Or
No.
was it
She
a
was not
suggestion?
joking. There's no way you
I was not joking, but I was like, this should be the putting green because, it's in front of the shack. It's separate almost.
Like a cool hangout in front of
Like a hangout in front of our gym that's kind of a hangout area. And so I thought that'd be cool if it was a putting green. I just did not realize what went into it.
Well, so I made a putting green. I basically cut it down really low, got a lawnmower that cuts it low. I tried using the grass that we already had, and it just wouldn't cut the way you
We went
need
and
for a
got
golf
like
course.
a special type of lawnmower, and he put some seed
I
in
got
there.
some new seed because the first grass wasn't the right kind, and it was working except for the 2 grasses mixed together made it so that there was no way it was ever going to be a putting green. A real putting green.
Yeah, he wanted a real one, which I guess requires a specific type of grass.
Yeah, you need special grass. I mean, those things don't just come about.
And so we had, the little, what are they called?
Holes?
Holes with the flags.
Wow.
I thought that they were called holes.
They're called
specifically.
holes.
Like little putting style. So we had those in the front, but no one was using them.
Yeah, because you couldn't really putt. The ground was rough. You're supposed to have a sandy kind of base on the ground, and you're supposed to have a certain type of grass, and we didn't have either of those
No.
things.
And so we kind of had the look of it, and then I didn't know. I knew that it probably wasn't working as well, but that's the
We
little
didn't
thought I put
mention
into
about.
it.
I didn't mention. I probably just need to put the other grass in there.
But I mean, maybe
But then one
maybe
day-
once to me,
Then
and then one day I find out that he is ripping it all out, like grass. He had already rented a
Sod cutter.
sod cutter. So
had
the
to cut all
sod
the old
cutter
grass
had
out.
already been rented, so it was already It wasn't a.
It was going down.
It wasn't an ask permission. It was ask for forgiveness later.
I feel like we were just on the same page.
And
I
so
thought
it
we
was
were
like,
Telepathically.
right. So it was like everybody else knew that this was happening, but me.
So the problem is,
I didn't know too early either. I knew maybe like a day before.
You still knew before.
I knew a day before, and then he's like, "I'm cutting this out now." I was like,
Let's do
"Okay."
this. And we cut it out.
Yeah, I looked outside and I was like, half my grass is gone.
Currently, there's no grass.
Currently, there is no grass. So, I actually even filmed TikToks. Do you have those TikToks? You do not.
I don't. I mean,
I said we could pull them up. We talked about it. I filmed a TikTok of what it looked like. Let's see if I can.
So we had this lush, beautiful green grass that we destroyed by planting seed into it.
actually, the grass was really good in the front yard. Like
Yeah.
before, like just as a grass,
I had really good grass.
it was good grass.
And I looked out my window and
what did you see?
What did I see?
Not
so
popcorn popping on the
this
egg
is
country.
what I don't even know where to put it.
Just hold it right there. That's good.
The grass out of my actual lawn. Look, they're just taking it. Literally
It
taking
looks so bad.
They're
There's a random line down the middle too.
down
We just
my
practice.
driveway and out and down the street that way. I am going to follow it. I'm going to see who's taking my grass right now. You can see tire marks pulling out, and it is going down that street. Who literally goes into someone's front yard and takes their grass in the middle of the day? They took quite a bit of grass. They can't get too far.
They only took the good pieces
I
though.
like you blame Jared for this.
Dirt and some grass clippings. Oh my gosh. What in the world? What is going on right now? Do you have my grass? Is that my grass?
Look,
I blame him because he ran with it.
You
Yeah.
have my grass!
a little backstory to the running there. We had just moved a lot of sod, and Jared was.
I was really tired.
But look,
We cut it,
That is
rolled it,
that's my
loaded
grass.
it.
That's
And
one
this
like a
is
third.
Jared's front yard,
Does it look nice?
enjoying my grass.
Would you rather we have not used the grass
You took
somewhere?
my grass!
All I have to say is
What would we do with the grass? Just leave it in the street?
no, but it seemed like it was a plan, a cunning plan that I was not privy to.
I don't feel like it was cunning.
I'm gonna take out my grass, you're gonna take my grass, and then she's gonna find out after we began it already.
I don't feel like
I mean,
that
it was more like it was told to me that, hey, I'm cutting out this grass and we're gonna throw it away. I said, hold up, I need some grass. How about I just take it instead of having to
So
throw
what's
it away?
more likely that I cunningly planned this to get behind your back and do it secretly, or that I told a couple people, so I just assumed the whole world knew and was
Well,
just
for
going
sure
on to the
that
next
one.
step.
For sure that one. It was just a
I did forget
yeah.
to
I
tell
told you about it.
And then your dad was like,
Which happens a lot.
I was just talking to Jamie
No,
and
you
she
have not told me.
didn't know we were doing this. I'm like,
I mean, you would have to think that there's probably more than one occasion where you're like.
I want you guys to relive this
I have
conversation,
mentioned
how
it-
this went
I
out.
have mentioned this to you and different things, and I'm like, no, you haven't. It's like, yeah, I have.
I want you guys to replay the conversation.
no. So this one I just came in. I was
It
like,
was-
no, this one is after I talked to her dad. Her dad was like, so I guess Jamie doesn't know we were doing this tomorrow. And I was like,
No, we never even had a conversation.
Because Mike and Jared were gone the whole day getting Jared's yard ready for the grass.
Yeah.
And she's like, where is everybody?
I'm
And he's
like,
like, oh, we were
why
doing
is
the
everybody
grass at
gone?
Jared's house. And Jamie's like, what? And I'm like, oh. So then I went into Jamie later that night. I was like, so I think I forgot to tell you I was cutting the grass out.
Yep.
She's like, yeah, thanks.
I think
That's about how the conversation actually went.
that's how it went.
But it will be held over my
It
head
was
forever.
yeah, I didn't tell you, but I'm doing it.
But when the
All right.
grass is a beautiful putting green out there, and we're just out there as a family.
Would you,
enjoying putting
Jared?
golf.
Would that scenario have flied in your marriage?
I mean, I tell my wife everything.
Except for how many girls he's kissed.
His face
tell my wife
His
everything.
face was like, oh, and that's how it went. Yeah, it was pretty much.
I mean,
This is what
So
I.
is that what it's gonna look like then?
that's the goal. That's the
Is
goal
this-
right there.
This
Is
is
that-
the goal of what it's gonna look like. And when it doesn't, and my old grass looked better than what it looks like now, what do we do?
Artificial turf.
Pull it out again.
This is gonna work. I'm feeling pretty good about it. I feel like I put a lot of work into this. Jared's put a lot of work into this. It is ready.
Do you want to know?
We gave you more plants.
Do you want to know what my?
You do have more plants now.
Yes, I spent more money on plants. Do you want to know what?
Why are you looking at the negative of all
what
this?
my yard looks
Are
like?
you kidding me?
Middle
Are
of
you
it?
kidding me? I cannot believe that this is happening right now.
Well, did you slam the door?
That's why that knob doesn't work.
What? Okay, get the F off my lawn.
Whoa.
What? No, of course I'm not joking.
She's harsh.
We're just getting started. It's fine.
We cut a lot of grass.
You know how heavy that grass was?
No,
Oh my
really, get
gosh.
the F off my lawn.
We cut a lot of grass out of this yard.
Everything's gonna be good.
Get
It's good.
the F
It was a big area.
off my lawn.
That's how I feel about it.
Please, get it off.
Seriously, that's what you're worried about.
Yeah, get the F off.
How long have you had that F?
I've had that F for a long time.
Okay, quick question.
That's what my yard looked like. It looked
Are
like
you-
a.
Kind of excited for the putting green, or are you like totally regretful of the whole situation? Honestly, like I get that it's funnier to be regretful, but I want to know what you seriously think.
So I would say excited would not be the word I would use because I don't like golf. I don't golf and I'll probably not use it. But excited that maybe you have something that you like to do out there.
You don't think we could go out there and putt together? As a
I mean,
family?
we can. It's just not like my thing. So I would
You
say
just broke his heart.
excited, where I'm like, yes, I get a putt in my front
Well, not
yard.
the putting, but the way it's going to look and the activity a bit part of it for events.
if it turns out looking really
Okay,
nice.
so I guess the better question is,
aesthetically.
where do you see it on a scale of like 0 being it's going to look the way it is right now and never get better, to 10? Where do you think it being it's a perfect putting green and it's gorgeous? Where do you think?
6.
Well, I think I could live with a 6.
Yeah, I do not expect. I've learned to not like try to
Yeah.
have high expectations.
If it was a 6, I feel like that'd be a success. Right, Jared? Would a
Yeah,
6
man, I
be a
mean, I think
success?
that's solid. I think, for my opinion on it, if you would have just done just the green, I think you would have been better just to keep the grass how it was. But adding the bunkers does make that look. It could look pretty cool with the bunkers.
The reason I added the bunkers and the planters is because I was like, if I just rip all this grass out and I don't improve
And
this,
just replant it, and then the grass doesn't look good.
that was legitimately my biggest thing. I was like, I better do something cool.
So the
or else-
bunkers are a cool touch. I think that'll be a cool touch.
So, to clarify, if you guys don't know what golf is, we have Jordan in here. Do you know what a bunker is?
No.
See, she does not. She's shaking her head no. She does
Golf
not
is
know
where you
what a
hit the
bunker
ball
is.
into the hole.
So it is just like
Or the
what
thing
if you
golf.
ask Parker?
Yeah.
It's just a sand pit, a little. Sand
Yeah, it's a little
pit.
thing where the sand goes in, you can hit the golf balls out of it, but it also will be a fun play area for the kids.
We have 2 of them, so we have 2 like kidney bean shaped ish.
You
Good size
could call it a kidney bean shape, I guess.
Square.
They're square.
They're kind of kidney bean, but yes.
They're square.
They'll be
I mean,
what
we can cut them however you want. So
So it's going to be a sand pit. So there will be 2 bunkers, but
Yeah,
one's
2
filled
bunkers
sand
with a big putting
for
green,
the
a bunch of
nearby
holes.
neighborhood cats to go doo-doo in.
Man, what? Have you noticed the negative attitude about every piece?
I've just been
Except
told
for the
that.
6. You say
I've been
6.
told that most.
I was actually impressed. I was expecting you to say 3.
When I talk about the sand, I've been told that that's where cats.
Yeah, we gotta watch out for cats. That's for real. And something, by the way, walked across that yard today, and I think it was a deer.
or was it Jordan?
I mean, if she has hooves, then it could be Jordan.
So, would deer eat your grass that's growing?
I don't think so. I
I don't know.
It
It's
just
not growing yet. We literally
they like
just
to walk in
planted
the
a
worst
seed.
places possible. Is all I think. I don't understand. And then what I also don't get is was it walking in on its hind legs because it was like perfectly either it's like stepping its own footprints with its back leg.
It's the
or it's
jackalope.
like standing up like this, walking across.
I
I should get on the cameras and see what's
You
going on
should,
here.
because I do not know if a deer was walking like that.
But
I would love to see a deer walk
what
like
if it's
that.
walking on its hind legs in this video?
I don't know if a deer can do that.
I mean, I'm pretty confident they can't.
Exactly.
But
I don't
if
know.
this deer's anything like that jackalope.
What if it's some person with like putting on like
They're on
hooves on their
stilts.
feet and they're like walking on
You're gonna find Grandpa out there putting little prints in there.
Mike out there? I don't think it'd be him.
Do you have to roll it and rake it back up when you get feet prints in there like that?
No, I'm not happy about it. I can't do anything right now, but when we're done,
When it's super wet right now, no, and the seed on there, you can re-put sand on top after it.
Kind of level it out over time.
That's not cool.
Oh, that's what you do anyway.
Yeah, you have to do it on these putting greens no matter what because they're sand-based soil.
As soon as you step on it, like kind of your first times, it'll sink a little bit. If it's too wet, you always put sand over it.
This is how putting greens go.
So this is a constant chore.
Yes.
Are you
Give
gonna
Steve
be
something
up
to do.
for your chore always, or am I gonna have to take over the chore eventually?
Well, I'm up for it.
That's
You'll
what-
probably still try to take it over.
That's what happened. I don't want to try to take it over. Guess what happened when we got a dog? I said I am not going to take care of the dog because I don't want to have a
Nothing to
dog.
do with that dog either.
And
you wanted the dog.
Who feeds the dog every day?
I feed the dog sometimes. On occasion, I have fed the dog.
So is everybody else.
His
Let me
table
find
scraps.
Whose chore is it to feed the dog? It is my responsibility.
I thought it was supposed to be Taylor, though.
Well, it's my responsibility, and most of the time I put the dog to bed unless I ask somebody else to. So it has become my responsibility. Not that I chose it or had wanted it. I do not want the putting green.
I'm hoping I might have found
either.
this. Give me a second. What was that?
I'm mad that you said I would take it over.
Mad that you said I'd take it over. Why?
Try to take it over.
You'll want my privilege.
Does your cameras have motion?
Yeah.
So it'll tell you when something moved out
Yeah,
there?
but it's hard because
It's further
certain
away.
areas have things moving constantly, especially since I have the caution tape up around it.
Oh.
So it's like
If it's windy.
Yeah, our yard looks like a crime scene.
So I'm trying to find. There's the place somewhere in here. The caution tape gets broken. I'm assuming that's because a wild animal ran through it.
Parker.
What is Parker? Running around
At 3 o'clock in the
I'm
morning.
not surprised if Parker was running around outside.
And then went
with the
into
dog
the
running.
sand pit and played in there. Watched something weird, like curled up her toes and walked and galloped across.
Looks like a bobcat walking through.
That would be pretty funny, actually.
Feral Parker.
Man, I'm close. I think you're gonna have to carry conversation here because that's taking me a second.
Well, that's
Sorry about
the.
how angry I am at you.
You're angry? Are you actually angry?
No.
Were you upset that I had started this project?
No, I was more upset that I just do not get told things. That would be it.
Yeah.
Not the project itself.
But you didn't think that I was trying to hide something from you?
No, just that I'm
Is it really that I'm not
thought
wanting to
of
tell
to
you?
be consulted.
Is that what it is, or is it that I'm just dumb?
Both.
I think I should get a little bit of a pass for just being dumb. Is that an excuse?
No, yes, it is. Isn't it? It is an excuse. It's a complete excuse.
No, is it a valid excuse?
No, it's not. I'm dumb, so sorry.
I can do what I want because I'm dumb.
I'll do it again. Sorry, I'm dumb. Remember?
I am pretty dumb. It's really not. Where is this animal? All right, this might
I'm
take too
not gonna be able to
long.
find it, guys.
Probably Parker. She's good at hiding.
Let's just pretend that it was some kind of jackalope.
Walking on its hind legs. Feet up in the air.
Prancing through the.
What if it's in here and it's like middle fingering the camera and jumping up and down on this? I was impressed because it didn't like sink super deep, which is a good sign for the putting green. It just has like little hoof marks. Because I remember when they did our grass, these things.
I get hoof marks.
Maybe it's a baby.
constantly by our garden. We have little rocks called chat. and
Did they eat your garden?
They did. Yes. A few years.
What'd you do to keep them out?
Nothing. We tried to put up an electric fence, but they jump over it and under it. They really liked. So they would take nibbles. I would get like a bite mark out of my tomato, and I'm like,
They don't like
why would
tomatoes.
you- No, but they would take. They're like, maybe this one's better, and then go to the next one and take a bite.
But
out.
it's bright
no,
red.
Still gross. Maybe this one's better, and take a bite out of every single one.
Oh,
of
there's
my
a
tomatoes.
deer on it. This little deer.
Is it a baby deer?
First of all, it's not going the direction I thought it was going to be going.
Maybe it broke through the tape as it was leaving.
I don't know how it got on the green. All right, you want me to show it? Can you see
Yep.
this? It's really dark.
Kind of. You have to show it a lot closer, but
There's a wild animal on my putting green.
I don't see it. Oh, on the far side.
Walking
Yeah,
across.
it's very hard to see.
Hard to see. What if I zoom in? Would that help? There's
Maybe.
deer
Then you can kind of see where it's
walking
at.
across.
Okay, you can see it now.
What
Yeah.
happens when you live in the woods?
Why are you in
We
my
don't
yard?
live in the woods at all. We don't live in the woods.
Oh,
There's
look at
woods
you!
all
Just
around
stretch yourself under my caution tape like it's no big deal. And if that thing goes anywhere near our new trees, it'll be the last thing that deer does.
I know that's the problem is that the trees they like to scratch their backs and stuff on trees. We've gotten 2 trees.
Don't they bite the bark too?
They do. They bite the bark.
Why is it walking across my putting green? I have caution tape. Doesn't it see that it says not to go there? Clearly.
Clearly, we know that deer don't care about electric
Oh.
fences.
I heard deer are dyslexic, so maybe
Maybe
read it
that's
something
maybe I
else.
just need to- I don't even know what to do because we've tried all sorts of things to keep these deer out of the yard, and we are losing to the deer.
Yeah,
It was gently walking across. At least I think that was nice of it.
sure.
And
Those
there was
were
no
our-
hind legs, so I still don't know why the foot tracks moved out the way they did. I'm not a math.
I'm kind of sad it wasn't Parker. That would have been funny.
How funny would it be if it was just Punky running around the front yard?
I mean, I'd be seriously concerned, but
It wouldn't be the first time she's done something crazy in the
are
night.
you not sleeping at night?
But that's the story of how I destroyed Jamie's life.
Yes. Life destroyed.
You're welcome. Speaking
Maybe
of
we'll
destroying
learn from
Jamie,
our mistakes.
I'm trying. It's not that I don't want to communicate, it's that I suck at it. I don't even feel like, I felt like I was communicating because I was talking to other people, so I gave myself credit for it, because someone else knew what I was doing. But it's just as likely that I was just all of a sudden out there with a pickaxe.
Did you let Nadia know that you were getting grass in your front yard, or
Yeah.
was it like a?
Yeah, I asked her if it's okay.
surprise Grass.
I asked her, do you want to do this type of grass? They have this extra grass. Do you want it? I took her over there. She looked at it. I said, we're doing the edges, not the putting green part. And she said, yeah, I think I like it. I said, or we could just get our own. Either or. Which one do you want? She said, yeah, it's fine. So, yeah.
Jared
Oh,
benefited
please.
from grass in his front yard.
I'm in charge of the putting green. I'm taking credit
You
for it.
are, then you take credit for it. I'm not taking that chore on. If
You
it
did a good job
involves
taking
sanding
plants.
it and
No, that stuff I
doing
do
all
have
that
to do.
stuff, I don't want to have to do that.
I'm ready for it.
That's like an extra responsibility.
It is a lot of work.
That's
gonna
what
be a
I'm
little bit of
worried
work.
about.
It is a lot of work.
That's gonna be
What
gorgeous.
happens when you don't like golf anymore? I'm bored of it.
Don't.
He's going to put a batting cage there. It'll change to a pickleball court. It'll change to who knows what throughout the years.
Throughout every hobby.
It'll probably just end up being a cemetery where I end up right in the middle of that thing.
We could-
Pet cemetery.
We could bury him in the sand pit. Let the kids play around it.
Fingers crossed that grass grows in.
We'll see. We'll find out. Check
It's pretty
back
wet
in-
right now.
Check back in 3 to 8 weeks, or the end of summer. I think it may take till the end of summer maybe to
I hope not.
be grassy.
It's gonna work.
Well, on that note,
On that note, we can move on to the next thing, right?
sure.
So, I don't know what we're calling this.
Somebody give him his
All right.
cards.
We are going to see if we can tell the difference between name brand and not name brand items. If the taste, texture, if we can tell the difference. I feel like I would be able to tell the difference. But without being able to see it, maybe we'll have to close our eyes and be blindfolded. Maybe harder than I think.
I'm confident I can tell the difference. I mean, I'm so confident because one of the main reasons I buy drinks for like holiday events is because your mom would buy that fake Sprite for those like cranberry juice things, and I was like, this is disgusting. So
I wouldn't say disgusting, I would say
Wow,
tastes
Grandma.
real Sprite is better than fake.
You know what?
I
Some
don't
people
Sprite.
try
I
to
don't.
say
I don't
about
notice the
too.
difference on
There is a
Sprite.
difference between name brand and not name brand. Price wise, I'm not sure, but
It's cheaper. For
It is
sure.
for
cheaper.
sure is cheap.
If you're doing for like a very large event, probably yeah. I don't feel like I taste much of a difference between the Sprite, but like when you get into like the Dr Pepper or Coca-Cola
For
ones,
sure,
those ones
I
are
think Sprite-
easier
I mean,
to.
so Steve is a drink
differentiate.
snob, so he would mention drinks more.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Snob.
Yeah, there's some of these that I'm looking at. I'm pretty confident on 1, 2, 3 of them.
Well, we
Four.
have
4.
5, 6, 7. We have 7. Is that what
Yeah,
we
there's
have?
7 over
I
there.
think
We
I
have
can get 4.
7 items that we are going to be feeding each other.
Which is gonna be fun. Who doesn't like feeding me?
Feeding each other, and then we
I will
will
bite you, by the way.
determine if we think which one is the brand name and which one is not the brand name. And then if we get it right, we get points. So is that how we're going to do it? A point system?
Mm-hmm.
So
Each one you get
7
right will
items,
be
but that means 14
14
different
points
guesses, right?
up there.
14 points up for grass.
Okay, well, I can't.
And you guys both won't do the same ones. You'll choose an item
That's
and give
true.
it to Steve. Steve will choose an item and give it to
We'll
you.
make it work.
All right. So
Have you guys eaten all these different items? Or are there some items that you're not familiar with?
I'm pretty sure I've had, there's some I don't like. I'm going to let Steve do the almonds because
Okay.
I'm not a fan of those.
And I'm gonna let Jamie do. I don't really care about any of them.
He'll eat all of them.
Yeah.
He'll eat all of them.
Was that a shot? Are you taking a shot? Why is everyone laughing?
All right, who's going first?
You are. Because I have a tendency to lose some of these games, except for that last one.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take.
Yeah, what was the score of that last one? Like
140.
400. No, it was like 400 and something
I
thousand.
beat Steve last game. Go check it out. Last podcast. I'm gonna take like the almonds, right, and then I'll have him close his eyes, and I'll choose one. I'm like, this is what I'm gonna do first, and then the second.
I
I'm gonna
taste
choose
both,
first and
then
second.
guess, or do I taste one and guess what it is?
I think you can
We'll
taste
talk it- we'll
both.
talk
I think you taste both.
Taste
You taste
both.
I'll
both.
do an
Yes.
official guess.
You do official guess. You could talk about it as you're
Okay.
tasting it.
So I'm gonna go with the almonds first.
Okay, so do I like?
Or do you want him to be surprised? Where he has to close his eyes and you just randomly put some random thing in his mouth and you don't know what it is.
We could. I mean.
It could be
Let's
he could be
I'll
thinking
let
it's the Jello
do I
and you
just-
give him the
am I doing
Oreo.
this, and then you feed me.
No, we need
world?
a blindfold.
You need a blindfold. Why didn't we get a
Hey
blindfold?
Jordan. Up in the
Just
closet.
give me your crochet thing.
No, up in the upstairs closet is a blindfold. It's a princess one or a
JoJo's Hero one.
Run.
maybe a JoJo. All right, so for the first one,
What in your
I'll just close my eyes for the first one.
Is it in your
it's not in.
It's in the closet next
the
to it.
closet next to it. That's
I'll close my
in
eyes.
between. Okay, so we are gonna start with blue diamond almonds or the honey roasted Kroger almonds.
Here, show him. Put them up to this camera.
We are going to have.
So which is
This is gonna be
Kroger?
the name brand.
Kroger's a name brand,
It
right?
is, but it's
Kroger's that's definitely.
It's a brand, right?
so this is the name brand is going to be the Blue Diamond Honey Roasted Irresistible Snacking. Even the packaging looks a little bit more like
That's really what you're
maybe you're
probably
paying
for.
more. You're like, oh well, this one has a I don't even know.
I think there's like a $2 difference in these.
$2 difference.
So what I think we do is you taste them, you say which one you like best too, before you choose which one
And
you
then
think
which
is
one you
which.
think is the name brand and which one isn't. And then we have this is salted with sea salt. This one probably is too, but they both have honey on their.
What's the difference between sea
Packaging.
salt and regular salt? Because I don't understand. I cannot taste the difference.
Do you want a plate?
I will. I'll use a plate. All right. I got it to be able to tell the difference between the two.
I'll close my eyes.
Steve, close your
Put
eyes.
one on there first, and then you'll put the other ones on there. So we're starting with which one?
So we are starting with this one. Okay.
Well, I can tell by the rattle which
You
one
can
it
tell
is.
by the rattle. Sure.
I know exactly what we're doing.
I feel like he's
here.
peeking. Look at that space between like his eyes and his nose.
I know. No peeking.
I'm not peeking. It's pitch black in here.
Is it just one? He has to try just one.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll
Make it
try
a little bit
this one.
harder.
We will make it a little bit harder.
You might want to have the other one ready.
All right.
Do I just like open my mouth here and literally feed me?
Yeah.
She's
Ready?
gonna throw it in.
Don't do that.
And open. Okay, that's the first one. Don't open your eyes at all because I'm going to get the next one going.
This one's pretty tasty.
Is it?
Fairly confident that this is going to be the name brand. But we'll
Without
see.
even tasting the other one?
Mhm.
That's interesting. Okay.
I know my nuts.
All right. This is the second one that we're doing.
It's going to taste exactly the same, isn't it?
Maybe. We'll see. How many? Okay, open. Have you actually had this name brand before?
Oh,
This
yeah.
is not name brand.
So the first one I think I might like better,
You like the first one better?
but now I'm starting to question myself. But I think the first one had more flavor. It could have just been the random nut you grabbed. But I'm going to go with the first one being the name brand and the second one generic.
All right, so first one was a name brand. Second one was generic.
I would say generic tasted okay. Like, I would eat those.
So it's interesting because they look different.
Do they?
They look way different. So I was a little bit nervous. I was like, if he knows anything.
Hold it to the main middle camera.
Okay, ready? The main middle camera.
Yeah.
This is the difference in how
You
they
can
look.
see the more flavorfulness on it. This is the name brand.
Name brand right here, generic right here. But
Yeah, you can see generic
the
has
generic-
less of
The
the.
generic though has sea salt because it's chunkier salt on it.
Couldn't find the mask.
So she brought a holy blanket.
Okay, that's not
But you
gonna
can
work.
see
We'll just
through
close our eyes.
easily.
I know where the mask is, but that apparently.
So you got 2 points.
So, 1 point for me or 2 points?
2 points. You got both right? Or is it just
Well,
1
no,
point?
1
I guess
point
it's
because
just 1 point,
it's a
right?
50, yeah, just 1 point.
All right, 1 point.
I got these nuts right.
Yep.
1 point for me.
We got blindfolds now
Ow!
after directing Jordan.
I got myself a palate cleanser.
Oh, nice.
Are we sponsored by that?
Nope.
Sponsored by Zero Sugar Coca-Cola.
That was-
Come on, Coke.
All right, Steve, go ahead and pick one for Jamie.
All right.
All right, I need to know what it is you're gonna do.
I'm gonna do Jello.
Jello
You want green, red, or red?
doesn't matter to me. Okay, we're doing Jello.
I feel like this one might be easy.
Really?
Are they both? Are they sugar free?
They're both sugar-free.
Okay.
They're both sugar free. Okay.
I don't.
Because like, there's a big difference between sugar free Jello and not sugar free Jello.
I really don't have a habit of eating lots of Jello, so.
So we'll check out the packaging. Immediately, name brand much better again on the packaging. This one does have a weird
I guess
smiley
I
face
can
thing.
look now, right?
The
No.
treat that's what? What does it say?
It says the treat that's fun to eat. That's kind of cute. And zero sugar Jello. Jello.
So what is the not name brand? Does they even have a name? Like maybe it doesn't.
I think it's.
It just says
smart way.
in the way it says it, sugar free gelatin. That's how you know it's
We can't call
generic.
it Jello.
Yeah,
True.
because
Oh, yeah, that's
Jello's
true. That's
top
true.
Is trademarked.
Yeah, that's
Jello's
true.
not going to be paying us. They have a bad history of picking people to represent their brand.
I don't get that.
Me neither.
Maybe don't clarify.
Bill Cosby.
Okay.
Ah.
All right.
Thank you for clarifying after I told you not to clarify.
There's a communication thing going on right now.
All right. Do you know which one's which now, Steve?
I do. But
Okay, which one's? This one is
this one's the name brand.
name brand. That
This
one
is
okay.
not.
So which one are you doing first?
Okay. So I'm going to do, let me mix them up in case she's looking.
I am not.
Okay. Here we go.
I'm scared.
Okay.
I
Ready?
don't know if I like Jello. Where are you at?
I'm not up there yet. Okay, ready? And open up wide. Chugga, 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 chugga.
Okay.
Don't bite the spoon.
How's it taste?
Okay.
Did you say you wanted red? Because I asked that question, but I never.
He asked the question and they just grabbed one. I don't think you answered.
You said, what kind do you want? I'm picking this one. Okay, that was red for sure, right? Strawberry?
Yeah.
I like
Is it
that
strawberry
one.
or cherry?
Strawberry.
Strawberry?
It does taste like strawberry. I could smell that before it ever got to my mouth.
Oh, that's because I stinkered.
No, it's-
Strawberry.
that actually tasted really good.
Oh, okay.
Do you feel like that tasted better or worse?
I'm thinking, okay, so I'm thinking that would be the name brand just because it was so strong, but I don't know. I don't like.
And these are
making
sugar
guesses.
free.
I know.
Usually sugar free is not very strong.
That's why I'm trying. I don't want to make the guesses with
Are
that.
you ready for the next?
I guess.
Chugga, 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 choo choo. Could you smell that one coming in?
It sounds like you just let one. You smell that one coming in?
What if I just.
Okay, that one was way like the consistency was way different. They're both really good,
Okay.
but
What do you mean consistency, isn't it?
Jello?
it's different. The other one was like thicker.
Interesting.
And
I just thought Jello was Jello.
Me too. I would.
Hey,
When
no.
you say consistency.
Yeah, consistency
That's
to
the
me
last thing I
is
said.
Jello.
they're different. They're
Okay.
they're different. So I'm switching mine. I'm going to say that the second one was the name brand and the first one was the not name brand. They're both good.
But the first one was thicker and the second one was thinner.
The first one was more
Lighter?
like no, it was like heavier and just not as
Fluffy.
jello-y. Yeah.
Not as Jello-y.
Okay.
I don't know.
That's an
Maybe I'm
interesting
wrong.
way.
Okay, can
Which
I
one
take
tasted
off?
better?
Probably the second one.
Okay.
Second one tasted better.
Okay, I'm taking it off.
Good
You're
job.
correct. The second one was Jello.
Really?
Yeah.
Guys, you gotta try it. You'll understand what I'm saying. Do they look the exact same?
They look pretty similar.
That's the first one, right?
No, this is the second
That's the
one.
second
This
one?
is Jello.
That one's- Brand name Jello.
Yep, pretty much just Jello, and then
Maybe like thicker.
it's different.
No, it's not anywhere near as good as the first one. This is a Jello.
Is it real Jello?
There's a huge difference.
They're good though, but
So if I
trying
had
that
eaten
one
this one first, might have
you'd have been
helped.
like, oh, that's good.
But after eating the other one, I'm like, oh, that one's way better tasting.
Mhm.
So Jello wins also.
Does it feel like it has more sugar in it? Even though
I
they're
don't
sugar
know if
free?
It's sugar.
It's just different flavor. It's more strawberry, more, yeah.
It's just better.
It's almost more bouncy, I guess. I don't know how to
Yeah.
explain it.
Yeah.
I don't want to leave that on.
So there is a difference between generic.
And I don't think the price difference was. I think the one they come in bigger packages, so they're a little bit cheaper that way. But I don't know if it's a huge. Maybe it is a big price difference.
I mean,
I
if
should
you
have
didn't
written
have-
out prices down on all these to know, but
Yeah, if you didn't have the brand name Jello,
you
I'd
can
be
find the
perfectly
other one.
fine.
Yeah, but the other one is
Better.
much better. I would say much better.
All right. Jamie's turn.
First one's
Okay.
a little bland.
What are we choosing?
We are going to choose. We'll do the Oreos since I don't really like Oreos.
Cleanse my palate again.
So out of all of these, I feel like Oreo for me would be the easiest one.
To tell.
Either that or the Pop-Tarts.
I feel like the Sprite's gonna be pretty easy. The Pop-Tarts, I feel like
They don't even know what you're saying. You're just naming things they can't.
They
see.
can't, yeah, true. All right, so we're doing Oreos, or what's the other name?
Kaleidos.
This should be easy because I'm thinking, but you never know. Like, what if these Kaleidos? How do you say that? Is that
So-
Spanish?
I don't know.
You're gonna have to. So this is gonna be tricky because you're gonna have to just put it in your mouth and just chew right away. Don't be trying to figure out what it says on.
Just break a piece off of it or something. I don't
Do
know.
it half. Do half-sies.
Okay. Because it'll be a little too.
I mean,
obvious.
I don't know if I'd be able to.
If you could tell if Oreo. That one has more writing. It says "Dip 'em, love 'em" on the Kaleido.
Maybe you need to change your Valentine's videos and do Oreos instead.
Instead of.
Where you're trying to read what's on there with your tongue.
They don't say on. They only say
Oh,
that.
it's Oreo.
I just think it would be hard to try to differentiate.
Okay. So blindfold on.
Right now, you're not even close to ready.
I wasn't I had to have a blindfold on when we were talking about packaging. All right, so here is the Kroger Kaleidos.
How many are in there?
Packaging.
2?
There
What
is
is it?
2 in there. Kaleidos.
No, you might be right.
I think it's Kaleidos, like a kaleidoscope. That's what I would think.
What a weird name for an Oreo copycat.
Let's see. How do I? Okay.
Normally they just say like
These from the-
chocolate and
Oreo
cream.
stole its idea from somebody else, and now like they used to be the generic.
No, I do not think so.
You never know.
All right.
I can still taste the
Oreo
strawberry.
has 6
cleanse my
cookies
palate,
in the
yeah.
package.
My close to my drink.
It's right there. All right, so there's 6 cookies in this one, and then there's 2 cookies in the no name run. All right, so
Which one are you doing first?
Why are you freaking me out?
I'm
Like,
gonna
just pause.
go with this one first.
Okay.
Okay.
You sure you want to do that one first?
It's already been chosen.
I still taste strawberry. I'm nervous now.
All right.
You can hear by the packaging.
I know.
Just kidding.
Can you tell by the packaging sound, crinkling
It
sound?
sounds like you're not able to
I
pick them up.
honestly do not want to.
Here, let's see the differences of when they're out of their packages.
Okay.
You can see what the difference is.
What are we doing?
We're looking at them while you're
Don't mind.
blindfolded.
Don't mind.
I'm just sitting here not participating.
I can't. Those are packed in tight. Okay. So here we go.
Okay. Same
Do they look
same
similar?
thickness. They're not the double
They
stuffed.
smell the same.
Do they have the same amount of cream in them?
They look like they have the same amount of cream in them.
Yeah.
Is
Ish.
one whiter than the other, the cream?
Nope.
Mm.
Same whiteness.
Like they did a good job mimicking the appearance of these?
Yeah, they did.
Interesting.
Okay.
Okay.
Ready? I'm gonna just give you the whole cookie. Please just start chewing.
What if I choke?
Ready? And go.
Mmm.
Crunchy.
You can hear it. Need some milk with those.
Mm-hmm. That's interesting. This might be tougher than I was expecting it to be.
I think so.
My guess was that, like, from the taste, it has the Oreo hint to it, so it could be. The next one might make it easier for me to know, but if I was guessing, I would probably, right off the top of my head, be like, I don't think this one's the main brand, but I could be wrong. But it does taste like Oreo.
Okay. Are you ready for the next one?
No, I still have half a cookie in my mouth.
Swallow.
You can mix them and see.
All right, I'm ready.
Ready? Okay.
Shoved it in. They taste the same?
They're very similar.
Very similar.
Man, the first one had a little bit of a different hint of a taste, and was also a little
I'm
bit
handing
more.
I'm handing to him to Jared to test out.
The first one was a little bit more like, I don't know.
Really? So you don't really know. Is this gonna be a guess?
This sounds like it's.
So
Let's hear your reasoning.
the first one, I would say, I don't know. This is gonna sound worse because when I'm saying the similarity is very close, I would say. So, but I think the first one had a little bit more cardboardy taste to it. So I would say
Cardboardy
that's
taste?
the generic one. But it also had more of the Oreo flavor that I was thinking of with the cream. So I'm torn. Like I would say I am 51% sure that the first one was the generic brand.
What's the price difference on these? You can take it off now.
I'd have to look. I don't know. But they're, I'd say flavor-wise, really close. Both good. Both would taste delightful in some milk. But I'm going to say the first one was generic.
The first one was generic.
Oh!
We're killing this. First one was
They
generic.
did pretty good, though.
Second one was Oreo. Jared's trying them both.
Jared has to have a shot at it. It was closer than I was expecting it to be. But there was that hint of the cookies just not quite right. They did a pretty good job with the cream, though, I think. Whoa, that was tough. I was nervous. I was only 51% sure.
What are we gonna do with all these Oreos now?
I mean, if we left them out, they'd be gone in 8 seconds.
We have a lot.
I love cookies and milk, though. What do you think, Jared? Not bad, though, right? For an off-brand? Jared's still chewing.
He's still confident.
Yeah, the Oreo, the actual name brand does have that little tint.
Yeah.
So like the generic one just seems a little bit more on the plain side,
Yeah.
and then the
Just a
Oreo just
little
has
bit.
that slight little ting of
Yes.
Oreo.
But they did a pretty good job, I would say. If you're for a generic, I thought it'd be way easier to tell.
I'm not.
The thing is, if you were to dip these in milk or do any other type of food with them,
They would be really good.
you
I'm
wouldn't
not a big
notice a
fan
difference.
of Oreos, so
Yeah, but they were.
the generic.
I would say
one
the generic,
probably
like
be
if you were,
perfectly fine.
the generic ones would be fine, but Oreos are Oreos. It's hard to get away from that. And we are not sponsored yet by Oreo.
The cream was different.
Oreo did.
I felt like I could taste the Oreo in the cream a little bit.
Yeah.
And it had a little bit more cream.
That Oreo taste. It's hard to explain. It's sad.
Did you guys get something from Oreo though?
We got a.
Oh wait, we did.
We did. We got
I'm sorry,
sent.
Oreo.
We got sent.
The celebration package.
Yeah, a birthday
With the
little
cakes.
cakesters, Oreo cakesters, and we threw a
Oreo.
little
You're
Oreo,
our favorite so far.
We threw a little Oreo birthday party.
I'm just kidding. The name
Send us
brand
more
is way
things,
better than the
Oreo,
other
because
kind.
we like it.
The other kind is Kroger never sent us anything.
I went down a rabbit hole with Oreos for a while. They have like cookies and cream Oreos. So it's like
Oh yeah.
an Oreo inside of an Oreo. It's like Inception.
Yeah, I mean,
It's like
Yeah.
Oreo Inception.
They've done a good job.
The
with
birthday
flavors.
cake Oreos are really good
I'm not a
too.
huge birthday cake one, but like the peanut butter ones I thought were really good. There's a lot of
They're
good.
killing it.
Double stuff was just brilliant. I don't know how no one thought of that in the first place.
There's like triple stuff now too. Quadruple
That might
stuff.
be a bit much, but I'd give it a run.
you know what? I've seen people doing videos of like trying every Oreo.
What if we made the world's largest Oreo? We just take the inside out of a bunch of Oreos and we just stack it.
Between two little crackers.
Just,
Nice.
I think we do a video where we try all the different types of Oreos.
what if I just bathe in the middle of the Oreo things?
All right.
All right.
Next one.
Too much. All right, James. Do you want to pick what you do?
I'll do the salt and vinegar after that sugar.
Okay.
Did you even eat any of the Oreos?
I took
Oh.
one Oreo.
Did you taste
Let's
it?
try the other
Sugar
one.
free.
The Oreos?
No. Jello.
I
Jello.
ate an Oreo.
This one could be.
I don't know.
I think it might be easy, but I eat a lot more chips than Jamie does.
Yeah. I personally, that's why maybe me doing it.
Blindfold yourself
No,
up.
I mean, the packaging's not going to give anything away.
Oh, but give everything away.
I feel like the way to know this one will be by like the chip.
Yes.
Flavor might be pretty close. Because salt and vinegar is a safe bet where it's kind of.
Again, name brand, much better packaging, I would say. But you notice they try to copy the color on all these and everything except for the Pop-Tart. All right, isn't there a Pop-Tart movie coming out soon?
Pop-Tart.
Yeah, I think
Seinfeld
it
in that or
is.
something?
Yeah.
In the world.
Of like doing the frosting.
Salt and vinegar, so good.
I know, I'm kind of excited. I'm hungry. I haven't eaten lunch, so.
I love me some salt and vinegar chips.
All right,
I
here
don't
we
know if
go.
I'm gonna like the no name brand chip though. It's not gonna be my favorite.
So they're both salt and vinegar. We got Kroger
Both salt and
brand
vinegar.
and Lay's.
Okay.
All right.
All right, this is gonna be a really hard one. Okay, I'm
Do
gonna
they
go.
look the same? Like when you're
We haven't pulled the
Actual
chip out yet.
chips.
Oh, you haven't.
Get one that's a little bit more similar.
I would think that they're not going to. You gotta try to match it, I guess.
And this is gonna be. I mean, they're not way off, but one's lighter. The other one, I mean, it's hard to tell. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to say here.
Okay.
Here comes the first one right here. Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
You moved towards my hand with that bite. That was kind of sus.
Okay.
What's your
It's
first
kind of-
thought on this?
It was lighter. It was light, but I don't know if it's me just reading into it or it kind of tasted staley, but it could just be
Okay.
not too staley. It's just
Yeah.
like I don't know.
Did it have a good salt and vinegar flavor?
It did. It wasn't too heavy though.
Okay.
It was kind of
Lighter.
lighter flavoring, which I kind of like.
All right, here we
I
go.
won't be able to tell unless I have the next one. Probably.
Here it comes.
Ready?
Yeah. Oh. Okay.
What reaction was that?
What happened? I don't know. What was that? Good or bad?
I'm not sure
A
yet.
way more
Flavor
salt and vinegar, like so much.
bursting in your mouth.
Just bursting with flavor.
That chip, less stale tasting. I can tell, like, I think the second one was the brand. It had way more flavoring and was fluffier. The
Fluffier
first
chip.
one tastes a little bit more stale and less flavor.
Which one's like the better, other than flavor, what's the better chip? In general, chip.
I think the one that he gave me, the brand one, was like, I don't even know. Did it have any burnt edges on it or anything?
I don't think so.
'Cause it
Neither of them
tasted
did.
like it did.
I thought there was a solid looking chip, both of them.
I mean, I kind of like the first one. I'd have to. I don't know. The first one wasn't bad. It just was. It tasted a little bit more stale. So.
Are you sure you want to stay with your answer?
I do. I think the second one was a brand one. The first one was no.
Okay.
Not brand.
Open up your eyes.
Was I right?
You were wrong. And I'm shocked.
We were looking at these and they
I'm
did
like,
not
as soon
look.
as I opened up the smell difference, I was like, this smells way better. Look at the way they look. This looks
See,
more
that's
burnt.
why. That's why. It did taste more burnt, but I.
Which
thought
one?
it
The
had-
second
You said
one?
the first one tasted more burnt, I thought.
No, the second
Oh.
one tasted more burnt. That's
They
why
just-
I asked. I asked, was it more burnt? Way more flavor. Maybe it's just the one I got.
But I would usually guess the second one
Yeah.
is not the main one.
It tasted burnt to me, but
He is a
the
chip
fact-
connoisseur
but
as
the
well.
fact that, let me see, the fact that it
Oh,
had,
not even close as good as the main thing.
oh yeah, they look so different.
I would say significant
Here.
difference in taste. But
Throw
maybe
two of
because
them
I'm
in there.
seeing it. How much does that have to do with it?
Yeah, seeing it, knowing which one, you're almost making it up in your mind.
I mean, I opened the bag,
Right.
in the smell of them, I went, oh my gosh, I'm toast, you're getting this right 100%. Smell the bags, like the actual inside the bags.
Yeah.
Like the Lay's smell way better.
Yeah.
They look cooked better too.
Let me give you one.
Just do one of each.
I think I just got a bad one. The second one just had so much flavoring that it made me think that
That the name brand has more flavor.
it way more salt and vinegar.
It's a much worse chip, I feel like, though.
Yeah, they baked them too long.
Salt and vinegar chips would be a hard one to like replicate the right flavor.
Yeah. I got that wrong.
There's a lot of stuff that goes into like
Now
the
that I'm-
balance there.
It
Chips,
tasted
whenever
burnt,
you
super.
know when it's the generic, it's the little bit of the aftertaste. So the Lay's doesn't really have an aftertaste. The generic has that little bit of aftertaste.
I
I
thought
feel
you
like.
might
Put all
switch
your
because you.
chocolate on there.
I know. I blame you for that.
I can see the burnt taste that you're talking about, but that to me is like that aftertaste of being generic.
That's what made me like, that's not it.
Yeah.
But-
That's what I was worried about because I was like, wait, did you give me a burnt?
I would say.
But it has a little bit more bursting flavor.
Kroger has a long way to go to catch up to the Lay's one. Like I would say the Oreos were.
Oreos are
like,
pretty close.
They were pretty close. I could still tell a little bit, but I was like, not bad. This one, I would say there's a drastic, but maybe it's because I'm looking. Because don't put those in your mouth.
I am not.
There was like hair hanging out.
Do
I
it,
cleaned
do
up
it, do it.
all of the chocolate.
Do
and Steve,
it. Do
She's
it.
like this.
No, I was not going to do that.
All right, Steve.
So I'm winning right now.
Yep, she lost that
Yes.
point.
2-1.
Oh no.
We got
I
3
need to
left.
Come up with something.
I'll let you pick.
I know. I need to come up with something that'll be harder because
I feel like
I'm
the
gonna
3
do
left,
the-
I'm gonna get all of them possibly.
really. Okay, I'm gonna do the chocolate.
That's the best pick, I guess, for
Okay,
not knowing.
Yeah.
I gotta try to get my.
If I get this right, do I automatically win? Is that how this works? Or you have to do the next 2 to try to catch up?
No, the last one's always worth 20 points, right?
Alright.
Right. Okay, so we have Cocoa Puffs, great chocolatey taste,
Should I blindfold while you're doing this?
and then we have Cocoa Ruse cereal. Cocoa Ruse cereal and
Cocoa Puffs.
Cocoa Puffs.
My wife doesn't buy good cereals anymore, so I haven't had these in a long time.
Do you get the name?
She buys healthy stuff.
Healthy stuff. Okay, blindfold.
You're gonna have to open them before you decide which one you're gonna do. Because
Yeah, we're gonna open both and put them on the plate.
Yeah.
Because I might obviously know if you're digging it through a certain.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can hear the difference.
We're gonna open them both, put them both on the plate, separate them.
Okay. Well, first I'm opening up the name brand one. Okay, and that's the Cocoa Puffs. And this is what it looks like.
If you make it harder, you can just give them one.
I am only
Yeah.
gonna give them one.
Wow, that'll make it tough.
I know.
That
it's
does
gonna
make
be
it
super
tough.
hard. Okay.
Cocoa Puffs.
And I like Coca-Roos too. So I'm like, these are ones I've actually eaten on a regular basis. So.
Yeah, they're not bad. And then I'm opening up the.
So as far as cereals go, I feel like I got used to like eating all the
And this,
generic brands.
This one's it. I know you.
Because my mom always bought generic.
And then it changes your brain.
And then when we would go to grandma's house, we would eat the
You
actual
get
Fruit Loops,
confused.
and
I
didn't like the real name brand Fruit Loops.
Were you like, I want the real ones?
Yep.
And it's like, okay.
That's actually the generic ones. We ate generic cereal with skim milk.
Okay, so I have the difference on
Cool.
here. I'm going.
Can you see a
to-
difference?
You can.
Oh, you
I'm
can?
not. Yes, you can see a difference.
Okay,
I'm not
yep,
gonna give too
I can see
much
that.
to it.
Yeah, that's how I felt with the chips. I couldn't tell. I
But
can't
you
describe it too
can
much.
see a difference.
Which one's which, Jamie?
Okay, this one is the name brand. This
Okay.
one is the not
Okay.
name brand.
All right.
Okay, I am going to go with this one first.
Okay.
Okay.
Pop her right in there.
Alrighty.
Having only one is going to make it tough.
That is tough. Off my top, right out of the gates, I'm gonna say that that's the name brand. But let me get the other one first. It might just be because I'm so used to Coca-Roos too.
And here is the.
That's
other
where I have a hard
one
time with
that
cereals.
we have.
Holy moly.
It's gonna be hard.
There's
Which one do you like better?
But yeah,
We'll start with
which
that.
one do you like better?
I don't know if I have a preference on that. That one,
They're
honestly,
both good.
they're both. The problem is, I've probably eaten more Coca-Roos in my life than a Coca. Well, maybe not my life, but in my recent life.
Yeah, we buy the.
So the second
cheaper
one was much smaller, which makes me think it was also the original one. Because I think Coca-Roos are bigger. Flavor-wise, I would say they're pretty similar. That's a real tough difference right there. Both good. Both leave a good chocolatey aftertaste. There's not like that. Oh, there's a definite.
Like a
single
nasty
one.
aftertaste.
Yeah.
I'm kind of basing a lot of this on I think it was smaller and not as puffy. I'm gonna go.
Which one's more
second.
puffy then?
The first one was more puffy.
Okay. And more puffy is more name brand, or
I'm
more
gonna
puffy
say
is less
that's-
name brand?
I think that's Coca-Roos. So the first one I'm gonna say is generic. Second one name brand.
Okay.
Final answer.
Final answer is correct. And unfortunately, the sizing is different. I wish.
Is that on all of them, or did you just happen to choose one?
I'm looking.
Or are Coca-Roos just in general just a
they
little bit
all-
bigger?
Fluffier.
They all look a little bit like a.
And so the difference
a deer
though
turd.
is if you're like in milk, having the smaller, like more condensed ones, I feel like you get the chocolatier milk, and that helps the flavor of the cereal. Which I like that a lot, but
Yeah.
Like the
yeah.
chocolate comes off of the Cocoa Puffs into the milk more.
The sizing
versus
was
the Coca-Roos.
considerably different for both of them.
the sizing is because the first one was good, and I was like, oh, but I was like, is it good or is it familiar? Because I know we get a lot of the Coca-Roos around our house,
Yes.
and
When you have a big family, you gotta make do.
All right, Jamie, you got to come back here.
I don't.
Are we doing the Sprite, or are we doing the Pop-Tarts for Jamie?
Whatever Steve wants.
I mean, I'm 2 ahead right now. You're toast.
Good thing the last one's worth 2 points, right?
So this one's worth 2 for the chance to go to OT.
Sure.
Well,
I'm
I
scared.
feel like both of these are like I felt like the last 3 are gonna be easy, but the Coca-Roos was a little tough.
Yeah, a
But
little bit tougher.
I mean, I feel more confident about that than
I don't know if Jamie would have got that
I
one.
just messed up on the chips.
I'm gonna go with the Pop-Tarts because I don't think Jamie's gonna know.
I don't know Pop-Tarts at all.
So these are the best kind of Pop-Tarts. Brown sugar cinnamon.
Oh, of course.
By
Are there any other kind of Pop-Tarts?
1,000. I've tried the s'mores ones. Those are decent.
Okay, I like
s'mores are decent.
I like the s'mores ones.
Strawberry, blueberry, no
I don't
thank
do
you.
the fruity ones.
No thank you.
Here we go.
Definitely look
Here's the
different.
packaging, way different actually. This is the first one that's been like significant. I mean, I guess the Jello, but
Are the colors just different?
Yeah, so we got purple instead of blue.
yeah, they look way different. Like if this was me, I feel like I would 100% get this one red.
But you eat a lot of
Jamie doesn't eat
Pop-Tarts.
Pop-Tarts really, and so I don't know.
I ate a lot of Pop-Tarts in high school.
I don't know. I don't know
Man,
if I've
Pop-Tarts are
ever
made, but-
eaten an entire Pop-Tart. Like maybe like a some of a Pop-Tart.
Do you actually
half of a
toast them?
Pop-Tart.
Do you like them toasted better?
I like them toasted better.
I don't like them
I'm
toasted
fine
better. I
plain,
like
but
them colder.
I like them hot. I like them spicy. Packaging still
Somewhat.
name brand winning,
yeah.
but you know they're trying. I wonder if there's a reason. It's like
probably-
the foil keeping on the freshness.
Probably. But it's have you noticed that foil is only in the
That plate.
foil is only on the brown sugar cinnamon.
No, really. I don't know
Yeah.
because I only pretty much eat that.
So like the blueberry and strawberry, it's like just a plastic paper.
What? Really?
Foil is the only one with the brown sugar cinnamon for some reason.
Interesting.
There might be maybe other ones, but I have noticed that foil is always on the brown sugar and the, paper.
Oreo ones are pretty good. They have.
I haven't had the Oreo
I don't know
ones.
if I have them. Not Oreo.
Oh, s'mores. Yeah, s'mores are pretty
Maybe
good.
a piece, right?
No, you have to eat
Where
the whole
you
thing.
have like.
We're gonna
at
put it in
least
half.
The stuff inside, so I can.
Well, yeah,
tell.
of course.
Visual wise, yes.
Man, sorry, they're crummy.
We're gonna have a mess.
All right, here's the visual. Name brand, generic.
Okay.
I would say obvious which one's name brand by looks. I'm gonna go ahead. I am gonna take the best piece possible for both.
I would break it in half so she gets a middle bite. Yep.
Yeah, this is gonna be tough for Jamie, I think, but I think
It's
most
gonna be hard. I
would
think.
really think this is easy.
I don't know if I've ever even had a Pop-Tart before, like a whole one.
All right, so we got real, we got generic. I don't know if you can see the insides. That might be too tough to see.
Insides make it a little bit tougher. No?
Not
Is it just from my distance?
Not from my distance. From my distance, I would say very obvious which one's which in every situation. But I've not tasted these yet, and I've never had the Kroger brand ones.
Yeah,
I don't
true.
know. These could be good ones. Okay, so first up is.
We're gonna do a middle bite.
Okay, ready? I'm gonna give it right out of the middle. That was a perfectly good middle bite.
Yeah.
Do you like it? Because I don't know if I've ever seen you eat a Pop-Tart.
You don't like it?
I think I've only had a strawberry before.
That's your mistake.
Yeah.
It's not my favorite.
Strawberry?
Any Pop-Tart in general. Like that was kind of just dry
Okay.
and I don't know,
Okay.
not that good.
All right. Here's the second one. Ready?
Yeah.
Both perfectly good middle bites there, so.
I already know the answer.
Was it that
The
easy?
first one was like there's nothing in it. Not a lot of flavoring. It was harder, cardboardy. Second one was softer, creamy.
Really?
Yeah.
It's just
Way more flavorful.
way obvious.
Way obvious. I would say the second is the brand and the first is not the brand.
All right, take them off.
Yeah. If I got it wrong, I would be so sad.
You're wrong.
Did I really?
Yes, you're wrong.
When you said that, I was just like, what?
Yep.
It tastes way better.
Okay,
No
let's.
lie.
Steve, do not try it. Let's put a blindfold on Steve.
I'll do the one
He
that
was
you didn't do.
he was so sure on this, but
wrong?
maybe no.
Which
You
one?
sure you mixed them up?
I'm.
You said you like the second one better, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
This is the
second
second-
one is the.
Okay.
Here, let me see real quick. Yep. So
You said you could obviously tell
that
the
one
difference.
is
It does
name
not
brand.
Look like you could tell.
but look at the difference. Like the look of it
I took it from the good half. Like that's the other half of the
of
generic
the
one.
generic.
Do you want
So-
to take it from the back? The
No,
other
stay with
half
the
or
same
half or
the same one.
divide
Just
it
give him
like
a corner. So like yeah. So which one are we doing first, Jamie? Hold on. Without him knowing, which one are we doing first? Which one's that one? I can't. Okay.
I'm so
All
confused
right.
with what's happening right now.
Okay, ready?
I'm ready. Fake. But I could be wrong. Let's see.
Okay. Try the next one. It's falling apart.
I shoved it twice in my mouth.
I'm trying to give you the good spots.
Yeah, I'm 100% sure the second one's the real one.
You're right.
It's not because I made the thing saying that there's. If you
Yeah.
look inside, there's nothing
The
in there.
first one's
and the other
creamier,
one,
but it's not.
It's
I
not
guess
the
you don't know Pop-Tart.
don't
I know
yeah.
Pop-Tart, so I was saying creamier than
Here,
I
Jamie,
thought.
let me see him.
You need to stand up and. Alright. I was gonna.
Jamie, you fumbled the bag.
Man,
I mean,
this is not
doesn't-
Jamie's competition.
it's not.
I would say that. I would have said that going
If
in.
it comes to food, I'm not. But I'm looking. The other one has like this is not. I don't know.
It's the inside. It's supposed to be a certain texture, a certain like the first one I bit, and I was like, oh, that's the wrong texture.
Yeah.
Immediately could tell the
Coming
inside.
from people that
Now, I'm not saying
eat a lot of
I'm not
Pop-Tarts.
saying
It's
the
not
first one's
bad.
I would eat.
It's
the
not
first
bad.
one. I would eat the first one. I prefer the Pop-Tart, but I would eat the first one.
No, it's not bad. It is wetter. Like
Yeah.
it's more of a creamy versus the original Pop-Tart is more a little bit on the drier
You
You
side.
just preferred that flavor, so you assumed it was the good one.
Well, I just didn't taste anything. On
You
the
just said
first
my
one.
Pop-Tarts as well.
No.
I feel like I got a better bite out of the generic. Like it was a better
More
bite.
the creamier.
And
You still.
it made it way obvious because I just could tell there was nothing that was gonna change my mind once I bit it.
I just don't like Pop Tarts at all. I would not eat.
Yeah,
either
you
one
could
of
tell the
those.
difference of the cream and the. It's not bad. Like I said, it's not bad.
So Jamie has
Generic's
to
really
get
not
this one
bad.
Right. Again, you got to go again.
I have to go again. Okay, fine. And if I get
for
it,
all the marbles.
This is for 50,000
this is not
points.
my challenge.
This is. I
Because
mean,
you would easily get this one.
yeah, that's why you have to. Do
I may not.
Hey, but neither was the views in the videos Steve's challenge.
No.
it. And I dominated that one by
I
460 million.
You wanna do it here?
Not.
Be careful opening these things. You're by a computer.
Oh my gosh.
They both sounded the same.
Yeah.
They did both sound the same.
I'm gonna smell them. Well, there's nobody in camera right now, probably, but my booty.
Ew.
Okay.
Okay. So,
Okay. There is a smell difference.
yeah,
There is a smell difference,
There
but
is.
I mean, we'll see if.
you're gonna have to just shoot them though.
What? I can't sit there and slowly
Let me show the
analyze
bottles.
it.
Off. Here, hold on.
There's a couple things here. Put the lid on this real
Okay.
quick too.
One obvious difference. This is generic. This is name brand.
But we can't say what the differences are yet.
Yep, but there's an obvious difference there that you can see.
You got the lid for this one?
I'm guessing it's the
Dip, huh?
color.
Yep. Nope, color is actually the same
Or
exact.
fizziness, maybe.
Mm,
That's
Uh,
just me guessing.
that could just be because one's more shaken than the other.
all right, Steve.
All right, so here's what we got.
Got
For the-
Sprite and Big K.
The Sprite and Big K. I will say they look a lot more similar than they do in their packaging. Like the packaging is like makes this one look almost greenish, but it's not. So then I'll show you the legit glasses here. We put them in little shot glasses for you.
Yay.
I expect you to shoot them.
How am I gonna be able to tell?
Okay. Okay, it smells not as obvious now as it was.
When it was first
It's-
opened.
Okay. Mixing them up. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, which one's generic? Which one's real?
Okay, you want me to pour it in your hand or what are you doing there?
No, you're gonna put it in my mouth.
No, I'm gonna hand you a glass. Yeah, I know, but you're
Okay,
kidding.
I don't know where you're gonna do it at, so I'm holding
Okay.
the bottom.
which one are we
and
doing?
holding the top.
We're doing this one first.
You don't want
Okay.
to spill it on me.
Okay, ready?
The bottle is in your hand.
Here's a little bit.
Chug, chug, chug.
Ready?
Oh, she really did shoot it.
Okay.
I'm
I know.
impressed.
That
Solid
has like no
shot.
flavor.
Solid shot.
Probably should have put these things on ice.
Like, that
Yeah,
did
not
taste
not
like
being on
something-
ice.
That did not taste like something that just got opened either. It tastes like something that's been sitting there on the counter open for.
You heard us open both of them at the
2
same
days.
time. You might just be surprised
Maybe
though.
I'm wrong. I said the same thing about the
Pop-Tarts.
chips.
You're right, you're right. You're
I'm
not
scared.
wrong. She almost missed her mouth with that one.
She's gonna shoot it in her nose.
Okay, that one doesn't taste good either.
They are neither one of these refrigerated, and that is probably not going to
That's not gonna help at all.
That's why I was,
Honestly, I can't. I don't know.
no way.
Because the first one was so bad. I'm just gonna go with second is name brand, first one's not, but they were both so bad.
Okay, take off your thing.
Are you sure? Or did you give me both no name brand?
Take off your thing.
Yep, yes. What do you think we did?
What? You
Just
picked
take a guess.
two not name brand ones. You did not. I didn't taste.
You heard us
actual
open
Sprite.
both of them.
Yeah, but I didn't taste actual Sprite.
Thought about doing what you're saying, but we did not. One of them's Sprite. Are you sure you want to?
Yes.
What's your guess?
The second one's a brand one.
The second one was Sprite.
Jamie wins with 50,000 points.
And she dominated!
Guys, that did not taste like carbonated at all. Like sometimes you drink Sprite.
David, you don't drink warm soda though. That's just like only
Yeah,
animals
cold,
do that.
cold will make it more carbonated.
When you, one
Maybe
was,
it lost all of its carbonation when you opened it.
the one
Yes.
was
That was
bubbly the whole way. The other one, like the non-name brand, was not like.
No, it was
Right when we
like,
put it in, there's no bubbles.
it was like I was
was
drinking
weird.
flat soda.
Yeah, and that's what it's like every time I would go to Thanksgiving at your parents' house. Until I started buying
You know what? It's
sodas.
Thanksgiving and there's a lot of people there. When you're 8 and you're a kid, you don't care. You
I was like, we can't drink this stuff anymore.
Well, Jamie dominated that competition.
Yeah.
Besides winning because of the final one, you sucked at that
was
game.
bad. I do not like food challenges that much. I'm not good at it.
But the Pop-Tart one I knew was gonna be tough for you. I probably should have just. But if I would have done it, I'd just get it right.
The Pop-Tart
Yeah.
one, I really thought that the one that would be
No, as I've eaten the whole
better.
plate,
You're still eating the Pop-Tarts.
Do you
there's
like
an
it?
obvious difference. I do not like the other ones.
It's just not the
Off
same.
of one bite, though.
It's
Off
not
of
supposed
one
to
bite's
be-
tough. One bite's tough.
It's not supposed to be that gooey
But-
it is. Like it's
It's supposed to be this drier type,
More
and
dry.
yeah.
That's why I don't.
The gooiness.
Pop-Tart is what you
That's
eat,
why
not because
I
it's.
don't.
I don't know what it's.
That's
meant
why
to
I
be.
don't
Sure,
like
whatever.
the no-name brand. Like I don't like when it's like full of
Yeah,
the filling and stuff.
but it was definitely not the same taste. But Jamie wins the competition fair and square. That is the rules of the game.
I can
I
see
mean, I
what
can
she's
see
saying though. For
competitions
example,
like
if you're
these are
talking
not
about
fun.
a
I
strawberry
lost.
one,
What'd you
if
say?
you're talking about a strawberry one, like those are way gooier. That tastes like
Yes.
that
Possibly.
Kroger brand.
So I've only
But
eaten
always
strawberry
the-
Pop-Tarts.
The brown sugar cinnamon is always on that dry.
I just
Never.
refuse to buy anything besides that. I mean,
Yeah,
I've never had a brown sugar cinnamon Pop-Tart ever.
Well,
you're missing out.
yeah, you weren't very good at this game, but that's not surprising. I would, if you were going to pick games that Jamie's going to sneak at, this is for sure the one
Like
that I would have gone with.
tasting differences. in
Because you
brands.
just don't eat like this is me trying to pick things that I was like she might know what these taste like.
Yeah.
Because like the Sprite, I thought you would know, and you pretty much nailed that right out of the gates. As soon as you drank the one you didn't like,
Yeah.
you questioned yourself because it was warm.
They were both.
If they were both cold, you would have been like Sprite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm definitely not a foodie, so.
No, but I know you drink Sprite, so you would have known the difference there.
Yeah.
Jamie won. Good
I've
job.
never seen a fake soda keep up with a real soda. Is all I'm saying.
What are you checking out?
Jordan's here.
Jordan, you're here. We need you real quick. Jordan, come join the podcast.
Am I out?
No, she's right here.
I got kicked out.
All
from
she
the
wants is a chip, but she doesn't get one.
No.
Good.
Keep your grubby hands away from the salt and vinegar chips.
So, to end the podcast, we wanted to give a quick shout out to Rad Swim. We love Rad swimsuits, and Jordan recently got a new pair of Rad Swim swimsuits, and she wanted to show them off. Here
Rad
is
Swim?
Your pair of Rad swimsuits.
Which is the. Are we allowed to talk about who runs that and stuff? I don't know. That's not like a secret, right?
No.
So the Shumway Show is a YouTube channel, and they are the ones who also do
Yep.
Rad Swim.
And so we wanted to show off her swimsuit, Rad Swim. So the cool part about the swimsuit that she got is that they are reversible. So
What?
she can choose to have this type of swimsuit, right? Or she can mix and match, right? So there's that, or she can flip it. So it's like having two swimsuits in one. She can
Four.
change four. Yeah, you can
swimsuits in
change
one.
them up. Change
6.
mix and match, not 6. And I wanted to show you also. So Taylor got a pair a while back, and
6.
hers were also reversible. So this one was Taylor's top, and then her bottom, and then you could flip them. And then this was her other color. She got a solid color for the reversal.
Those are cute.
They are super cute. Taylor also got this one that's not reversible, but a different type that they have.
You can't
It's
wear that as a
zipper.
swimsuit. There's no front.
It's a zipped up one, so she
Oh.
got the zipper front. And that's her top. So cute. She prefers this one, I think, mostly recently. And then high-waisted bottoms. So cute. These are the Rad Swims. We have a lot of other Rad Swim swimsuits, but these are our newest ones that we wanted to show you guys. So yeah, if you are looking for swimsuits and you like the swimsuits that we have, they're found at radswim.com. Go check them out. Reversible swimsuits are adorable.
Love it.
Yes. Now Jordan, out.
Get out of here. Why are you in my podcast?
I think that's it for today's podcast.
That was a fun one. I think we did okay, besides you being super mean at the beginning.
I mean, I needed to get things off my chest.
Like you try. Oh yeah, I'm mad about this.
But thank you guys for watching. Next week, new podcast
Save
every
that time,
Wednesday. Subscribe.
please.
We'll see you guys next time.